today's conversation was fantastic. Really sort of a breath of fresh air. John Piccone joining us at our annual State of the Fight, where we bring the entire tag community together to talk about how we move the industry forward, fighting ad fraud, increasing brand safety, how do we increase transparency. So having that expertise and having a company like Adform that really has it within their mission, their ethos, to be transparent, to really understand that it's about marketers, it's about consumers, and doing right by them. To me, this was the perfect message to be able to deliver at the very beginning of our event. So couldn't have asked for any more.
My favorite part of today's conversation was the need for a baseline of transparency so the principals can be in control of what they want to do with that data, right? In order to do that, making sure they get the log level data is critical. We need to leave the control of what media to buy and why into the hands of the principals and let the publisher principals explain their value accordingly.
You know, my favorite part of the conversation was having this discussion about media investment. So often in the industry, we just sort of think about, well, I have to procure media. I have to spend this money to get my message across. The times have changed. It's really about corporate governance issues. It's about marketers wanting to invest in certain types of media, whether they're diverse owned, whether they're local journalism, you know, making sure that you're protecting brands. And certainly Adform is thinking about this proactively. How do we present great inventory, a great product to our marketer clients upstream? So just thinking about media investment instead of just ad spend is really fantastic.
I think the big takeaway from this is the horse is out of the barn, is the more and more brands learn that you can actually get control of your data, whether through log level data or other various forms from their providers, then you're going to be able to control your destiny. And we've seen this with companies like Lenovo, that through bringing on an ad server like Adforms, where they can actually see all of their activity, then they can start to build attribution models and start to understand where's the best use of their money out into the ecosystem. So the best part and the biggest takeaway is more examples of brands taking control of their data and their destiny is underway.
I think that transparency is becoming table stakes for the industry. We see marketers now, 24 marketers as part of the Association National Advertisers Programmatic Transparency Report came together to talk about this with us. We are now able to translate that back to the rest of the ecosystem and the tag community. They expect transparency. They expect access to underlying data, log level data. That's what empowers them to do new metrics, new performance, measurement. And so for me, you know, I think that that's the big takeaway. This is not a fad. It's not just a talking point. It is here to stay. And I think the companies that are investing in transparency early and often are going to be the big winners.
Working with TAG and being certified for their transparency project is something that we're proud about at Adform. We believe that the more that we can bring forth what's happening in the ecosystem, the better we're all going to be, and all the players will win together.